Saints fans, I am honestly speechless. That was probably the best game of football I've watched in my entire life. No words besides Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera. You're the best player in the competition. Boys, how are we feeling?
He's feeling pretty good.
I don't even know what to say. Like, what can you say? There's no right reaction to that.
This is going to be a short podcast.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
no words.
Yeah, Ross Lyon laughing in the box in the last 5 minutes because he didn't know what the hell was going on, and I don't think anyone else did either. That sort of summated it.
It's like
Naz took the reins.
Something, it's like a dream, a fever dream or something, you know?
Yeah, it didn't feel real. Felt like a lucid dream. I'm like, when am I going to realise that this is not actually happening?
Like, I'm still trying to gauge at what point is 15 posts per day about Naz and the kick too many. You know, I'm not really too sure yet. Yeah. Like, where does it stop?
It's not enough, that's what I reckon.
It's only Monday night, boy. It's 24 hours ago that happened.
Oh, we're going to be riding this wave for months.
I mean,
it doesn't get better than this. Maybe your flag.
That's the only thing.
Better than this.
And as we walked in, the Collingwood boys were saying, "How's the premiership hangover going, lads?" It certainly felt that way. But let's talk through it. That last quarter was just unbelievable. 9 goals to nothing.
9 goals to nothing. That is, before I forget, our highest score in the last quarter in 21 years.
Huge. Wow, yeah.
Record breaker.
I mean, it's a lot to digest, but, I mean, talking through that last play, I remember seeing Naz was in the 50 pretty much by himself and everyone else was up the ground, and my brother was telling me, why is he there? He's our only option of getting the ball forward. And I said, yeah, I agree, but if he gets the ball, something's going to happen. And then Mason Wood just floats one in the air and Naz takes mark of the year and just as calm as possibly could be, goes back and kicks it straight through the sticks. 6-6. What was going through your guys' head during all that 6-6-6 drama?
I had no idea what was going on. I thought it was going to be a typical thing where they thought it was a St Kilda free kick, but then it wouldn't be a St Kilda free kick. They'd ball it up, then be a draw. That's what my brain was telling me. I was like, no, we can't get a free kick out of the middle. But I'll put my hand up and say, when we got it, all I said was, get it in there, bro. I just said, bomb it in there. But he didn't. He didn't bomb it. Mm-hmm. He hit the target. It was a set play, executed perfectly in extreme conditions.
And that was a
high pressure
kick.
Oh my God.
Lace out.
It's one of the hardest kicks he'd probably ever do in his career.
Just a perfectly executed play.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm sure everyone's seen the vision by now, but the minute where all that chaos was happening, the two of them were talking about what they were going to do. And it wasn't just the two of them that executed that. All the forwards, I don't know how that message got across, but they all shifted to one side of the ground, opened it up for Naz. He goes back with the flight, takes a mark, and I had no idea if he kicked a goal or a point because I was too busy jumping around.
But
it makes it so much better.
Doesn't it make it better?
He slotted it as clean as could be. But yeah, I'm actually lost for words because this, and I don't mean to sound cynical, but it just feels like we're on the other end of this most of the time, and all of a sudden, here we are. We've just had the biggest comeback from 3/4 time in VFL AFL history.
Well, who were you with? Who were you watching it with?
I was watching it with a lot of people because my mum's side of the family's Melbourne. I had about 20 people there, but I also had my mate from Chicago who's actually in the studio today. It was his first game of AFL ever watching, and at 3/4 time I said, mate, it can only get better from here. Like, well, any footy game you'll see, like it'll be much better than this. And then after the game I go, mate, it's never going to get better than that. That's the best quarter of footy you'll ever watch. So
it's off the couch footy. Like, how many games like that, genuinely, even as a neutral, do you see a year? Well, my phone was going off after that game from all my mates that are just like, oh my God, what the hell did we just witness?
I'm still trying to get to people in the DMs. It's insane.
Yeah, I had to turn my notifications off. I'm just like, nah.
Non-Saints fans like commenting on my review, Bulldogs, Essendon, Melbourne, all of them. All of them.
Saved the round. 3 90-point losses. It was a shitty round, and we saved it.
And it sounded like there was 100,000 in the house. Yeah. Like, not 22,000.
No. Or Platform 28 burnt down afterward, mate. My God.
Yeah.
I can surely imagine that would have been absolute scenes out there. But
this is the type of game where you hug a stranger.
Absolutely.
You meet randoms.
Absolutely.
There's a guy next to my uncle. I've never met him in my life. I'll probably never see him again. But at the end of the game, we're just like, that was unreal. Shake his hand.
Yeah.
Pulling him into the hug. It's like stuff that you don't expect going into that game to come out of it that way.
Yeah. And I mean, Naz, like this guy, every week I just think he can't possibly get better, can he? He just can't get better from here.
But he keeps doing it. We keep saying this and he keeps doing it. His odds for the Brownlow were 151 4 or 5 weeks ago. Now it's $41.
Yeah, right.
Like he's top 8. Like what?
Well,
I'm not a betting man, but that's insane.
I mean, he could genuinely finish top 10. He's locked in an All-Australian spot. I'm sure the best and fairest is locked in for him as well. It's going to be a good award season.
Well, they got a headache because they're like, is he an All-Australian halfback? Is he an All-Australian mid? Is he an All-Australian forward pocket now?
I mean, I think he could play anywhere. He could play in the ruck. I genuinely think he can do anything. I don't think there's anything he can't do.
He might be one of the rare players where you can't specifically say what position he plays the absolute best because he plays every position to such a high level.
He's one of the most well-rounded footballers I've ever seen. Probably the best, just most all-rounder in terms of football ability. You see him, obviously, what he did in the forward line for us. We know him as a halfback, and what he's done in the midfield these last 2 weeks is just exceptional. Yeah. And I got to say, we're going to talk about Naz, for this entire hour, but Max Hall, that last quarter was sensational. He had 11, 12 score involvements for the game.
13, was it 13 goal assists? I think it was.
Yeah,
at the end
something absurd.
Holy crap.
Set up.
That must be a record or something.
Insane amount.
Yeah, when he went into the guts, the clearance work, him and Naz worked so well together, getting the ball. And even Hunter Clark, huge credit to him.
He had a
gave
good
him
quarter.
A shout out in my video today, but I thought off halfback he was amazing as well.
Yeah. I mean, you can just go through the entire list, and in that, I mean, the first 3 quarters were woeful, but stuff that last quarter, everyone just came to play. Sharman kicked 2, I think. Higo kicked 2. Mason Wood had a fantastic quarter. Jack Steele's mark and goal was great. Brad Hill kicked a fantastic goal, which has sort of gone under the radar.
For goal of the year. Also, credit to Brad Hill because that lit the fuse. That was the moment where everything changed.
And when the ball naturally would bounce, it didn't. It didn't come up.
The most intuitive thing ever, bounce back into play or something.
Yeah. There was all little things too, because Taru taps the ball to him to snap it. Someone reminded me today, but it's just little acts like that. And I think there was another case when Mason Wood took the mark. Taru was going for the same ball, but then he stopped.
Yeah.
Not to crash the pack because he knew Wood had it.
Also, hats off to Taru because he had a tough day down back. And then, obviously, they rolled the dice, moved him up forward and looked a lot more at home.
Way more dangerous.
Kicked his first goal, which was good to see.
Yeah. I'm starting to think he's more of a forward than he is a backman.
I think he is. I think he's more natural there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But it depends on the game.
Good on him. Awesome first goal. Awesome grab. Like, he just flies. He just flies at it. It's awesome to watch.
Serious courage.
Oh, gee. We're
still soaking in and absorbing the win.
I thought I'd be able to describe, because when I did the review, I was like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Let's get all sentimental. Bring it in.
It's hard to find the words.
Did you get emotional?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Did a tear?
I mean, just
not that.
I was
Not
close. I'll tell you what, my brother, who I've never seen him cry in my life, genuinely saw tears in his eyes, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it got me.
Yeah, I mean, the Naz storyline is just unreal. Like, it could be the most bittersweet ending of all time, or it could be the start of something legendary for us. So that's yet to play out. But I got to ask, how are you guys feeling about this whole contract talk after it? Because it's going to dominate the media for this entire week.
You know what? I think it's helping us how good he's playing because there is no value.
Agreed.
There's nothing another club could give us that would be satisfactory to let him go.
Also, if you've checked out and you're going to another club, why would you bother? Like, realistically, obviously people have self-respect, things like that, but a lot of players know they're leaving, they check out, they stop playing, so he clearly cares.
Like, he's putting himself in the headlines. He's putting himself out there even more for the club.
Yeah.
Like, he won us a game. The
also,
guy who's out of contract won us a game.
You see that reaction from the fans, and you're probably thinking to yourself, I can't leave now.
Oh,
these people love me.
I mean,
like, surely not.
There's just no word that he even wants to leave. It's all outside noise saying that.
Oh, you see that picture with him and the cheer squad even? Like, that was real heartwarming. But
then there was him and Roscoe.
Oh, how can we not talk about that? Up on the shoulders.
We won't get the footage up, but they were enjoying celebrations post-game. I think that was Ross's 500th game.
Yeah, really?
As coach and as player.
That wasn't talked about.
Congratulations,
that much,
Ross. Yeah, it was sensational.
Sometimes you need some nourishment. As a player, as a fan, I know there's going to be people in the media that tear a moment like that down and say, they're acting like they won the flag or whatever. you've got to enjoy the moment. You've got to enjoy these things because they don't happen very often. And for us this year, like that, there haven't been a lot of highlights. So to have something like that happen, it's awesome, and they should celebrate.
Yeah,
100%.
And it's obviously going to be the highlight of the year. I agree with
100%.
You. Get around each other, and they said they had a function planned after that game already, so worked out perfectly for them. But yeah, with the contract talk, I agree with what you're saying because it's like at this point, how could you possibly trade for him? Like what are you going to give up? And then the alternative is to go to the draft, and what you're just going to go pick one
at West Coast
and go to West Coast. At this stage, I feel like he almost doesn't have a choice.
You got to remove the emotion and look at it logically, and it's just points to him staying.
Yeah. I would hope so. And
even you were investigating the Instagram stories, weren't you?
Every player,
looking
as
at
they
what
should.
They were saying bongos. A lot of them were saying that.
I don't know if that's a nickname or I don't know what.
Windy in the rooms, holding a beer with him. It was awesome.
Almost every player that played yesterday, was posting money bags, pictures of Naz.
That just tells me.
Even ex-players who were posting stuff. I was just like, okay.
It seems like this could be the most crazy marketing campaign to announce someone re-signing in history.
I'll tell you what, though. We've talked about how, we'll just wait for a win for them to announce it. And there could not be a better week to announce a contract extension. So if they honestly don't announce it this week, I would be a touch nervous. But if anything, I agree with what you guys are saying. Like at this point, it just feels like, how could you possibly leave after everything we've been through together?
They're like family to us.
Yeah. Apparently, Barry Hall kicked a winning goal before he left for the Swans, but that doesn't mean history.
I mean, this feels different.
Naz is not Barry Hall.
And look at the synergy between him and Windhager.
Absolutely.
Like I just don't think one would stay and the other goes. I just don't think that's going to happen. Like they play, and Nasiah has made Windhager a better player. Through and through. They work so well together. So I don't know. I feel like there's something in that.
For sure.
Yeah, Maxi Hall as well.
No, absolutely.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I got to say, I did have a thought after the game. Like, these last 3 years, results-wise, obviously not fantastic, but I did have the thought, if Naz came to us previously where, we weren't run by a great administration, development wasn't quite there, would he be the player he is? I don't really think so. So I would credit Ross Lyon, Corey Enright, all the coaching staff for his development, Max Holt, Marcus Windhager, all them, because I really think they're putting us in a position to succeed, and we're really starting to see that for the first time in a while.
I think that just the fact that we would even dare win that type of game says that there's so much going on in the four walls. That's why our culture is strong. We're fourth best culture voted last year. You don't win a game like that if you got problems in-house. Because you're not playing for each other at that point. And all of them, I don't think any player was playing to lose that last quarter. They were playing to genuinely win that game.
They just released the shackles.
Well,
I think it needs to happen more because I think we can all be on the same page about the first three quarters. Like that was tough. But the fourth, like night and day, it just...
The fourth quarter felt more like us, though.
Completely changed,
Like it felt like us from the last 4 weeks.
For sure. Mason would even said as much, you see what happens when we play a bit faster, a bit more tempo and, release the shackles a bit. That's the results we produce. Is that, can we produce that for 4 quarters every week? Probably not, but, obviously there's so many learnings to take out of this game for what to do and what not to do. So,
and we've had a knack of winning games from 5 goals down. We did it a couple of times last year against Geelong, against Sydney. Obviously, this is a bit bigger scale, but, it's not like this is the first time a Saints team has bridged a margin to win a game. So they've got.
But you can't always rely on bridging the gap. But you have to hold them at bay somehow.
It's nice to have a team that believes even that far down. Oh, we can put something into this and get a result
until it's over.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we put a bit more emphasis on the fact that we just broke the record for the biggest comeback of all time?
I said this to you off air. We've got a serious burden here, Sainers. This is so hard to encapsulate, to put into words, to describe. You had to be there. You genuinely had to be there. The amount of Sainers that left at 3/4 time. The game was, to be fair, for most people, the game looked shot.
It had never been done before.
I don't think any of us thought we would win the game at that point.
No.
It's not like we had some momentum at the back end of the third and they showed us, it's not like we kicked 2 late goals and thought, we're on here. It was 46 points and Melbourne just missed a shot to make it 51 points.
Yeah.
So many Saners driving home missed it. A few Saners were in the air flying, lost their Wi-Fi at 3/4 time, landed, saw the scores.
Yeah, one of my mates messaged me.
There's so many stories of people that just didn't get to see it or hear it.
I mean, that's the ultimate lesson of just get down to the games, stick with the boys, and you'll be rewarded. I see people always saying something, complaining, "Oh, I missed this game because of so and so."
Yeah.
And I understand, obviously, sometimes it's a personal situation, but I tell you what, it's a great way to never miss it. A Saints moment is to just go to every game. At least in Melbourne, go to all the games and you won't miss them. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think that's going to be happening every week, but
no, I'd prefer we start the game well and and be up by 46 at half time.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Boys. So, what moment did you start to think we could actually win this game?
That's a great question. You can answer it first.
Okay. I'd say I can't even remember what the score was, but when Cooper Sharman ran around the man on the mark and kicked the goal, I think that got us to within 3 goals maybe. I genuinely thought, okay, we're an actual chance to win. But,
yeah.
And then, the Higo goal, that's when it went from a chance to we should actually win. We have all the momentum and there's more than enough time to pull this off. And then probably with checking my phone about 30 seconds, about a minute to go before Nasiah took the mark, oh yeah, probably no chance from here. And then the miracle on Marvel took place. So
I think it was the Sharman goal for me. At least that was the first time I got out of my seat and I started losing my voice. Before that, I was I had my phone in my lap and I'm looking at the clock, count down. And then I said to Sammy before, when Stocker got tackled and was holding the ball, I'm like, that was it.
That
we needed to get end to end, and we didn't.
Even when we were missing set shots, Marshall's missed set shot. I think Clark missed a set shot.
Yes, good call. Caminiti missed the kick to Stocker. There was so many, it wasn't the perfect quarter. We kicked 9 goals to 0, but we made mistakes.
Yeah.
That's what I loved about it.
And they had chances too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oliver missing. I think was it Petty that almost marked it.
Yeah, and they couldn't even get a point. Yeah.
And Boxall, the composure of Boxall to get it out.
Boxall did some really
kicked
nice
it out
things.
to Jones, who just ran to the boundary and took it out and reset. Hasty's last quarter was enormous. There's so many individual efforts that can be overlooked by what Naz did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But though, what Naz did, that doesn't happen if those other efforts don't happen. Just
watching the way we took the ball out of centre bounce clearances was just something I haven't seen for years and years and years. And Hall and Naz were, leading the charge there. But Sammy, how about you? When did you start to believe?
I thought it was going to be an honourable loss as soon as Brad Hill kicked his dribbler. And I'm like, that's an instant team lifter. There's no way you don't get lifted after that. But when Sharman kicked the goal, I'm like, maybe. Maybe. But then Melbourne kept missing and I'm like, it's going to be one of these quarters, isn't it?
One late.
Yeah.
It's there's the sealer.
But they just kept missing and getting it inside. Therefore, it's not like they didn't have their chances either. It was just keeping me absolutely on the edge of my seat. And I was like, I don't know, anything could happen here.
Because he couldn't get on the ground.
It was just the whole, and the last 70 seconds, I didn't know what to make of it because I'm like, clearly they just have not been coached correctly and don't know what the 666 rule is.
Yeah.
And they don't know what they're doing. They don't even know how to set up. I don't know what we're doing, but we did whatever that was. So very confusing 70 seconds.
I don't know if anyone knew what going on. My brother claims he does, and he was up out of his chair yelling, give him the ball, give him the ball. And I had no idea, but I just stood up and started yelling it too because I was like, why not just give it to him?
Insane. It was smart though because they moved Caminiti to, I think it was the right side of the goal. Viney went with him.
Yeah.
Gorn, for whatever reason, was still near the centre. And I'm just like, I don't know what you're doing there.
He was on radio this morning with Nick Rewalt, and tried to explain that situation. And he's like, we trained for a lot of scenarios, but I had 3 or 4 seconds to process what was going on and choose what I was going to do, and then it just happened. So I dare say that situation will never happen again.
No.
In that,
they got warned
so.
twice earlier in the game, so it's a fair call.
And it's hilarious because every time we get a warning or give away a warning, I'm always like, is a team ever going to get penalised properly for this? And then they get penalised in the most crazy way.
It's the ultimate.
to win a game.
You just don't see it happen very often. You just don't see it.
I don't think I've ever seen it happen live that a team's been penalised for the 666. It's always a warning.
I think I've seen it once.
And then for that to be the reason, the catalyst for the win is...
Yeah.
pretty nuts.
While we're talking about, when did we think we could win? My uncle, who was with us, Melbourne fan, when we were still 5 goals down, he turns to me and just goes, I'm going to see this happen right in front of my eyes. I can just feel it. And I was just like, please, there's no way. And, well, unfortunately for him, he was right. Lads, surely there's more to talk. Okay, when he took the mark and he's lining up for goal, did we just think at that point it was done? Like, did you think there was any way that could, go out on the full?
No, I was very, very certain that he would.
I was just ready to celebrate.
Score.
Yeah.
I was filming.
That's all he needed.
Yeah.
Even if it was a point, who cares?
I was filming it. I'm like, nah, he's not. Yeah. He's not shanking. Not after what he just kicked.
Yeah. Does he win mark of the year? Is that like, I know it's not maybe the most spectacular mark, but for the moment
goal of the year
that
as
was,
well?
He should. But for the moment that was, it's just incredible.
Taking a specky on Bailey Fridge. Also, I don't know why the hell he was in the back line, but who cares?
2 blokes hanging off him as well. He jumped on a bloke and there's another bloke on his back. Like, it's just an elite mark.
And also, Jack Steele's mark was excellent.
I thought it was Mitch Owens when he took it. I'm like, wait.
I was just like, I think he was even confused. It's like, the ball's in my hands. But it's so good. And so good.
Higo kicking 2 drop punts.
Yeah, you don't see that very often, do you?
I'm like, wait, no, we're on here. If Higo's doing that, he's not running around on the left, which he does 99% of the time.
Yeah.
That's when you know something special's brewing.
Yeah.
I got to say, the Steele mark as well, maybe that's a little sign of things to come with where he could be positioned on the ground going forward.
Yeah.
Because, straight after that game, I was already thinking next year, I want the midfield to be Naz, Max Hall, Filippo and TDK.
Jeez, what a midfield.
We'll see if we can pull that one off. But what else do you guys have to say about this game?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I just want us to maintain that momentum that we finished the game with into the next game. We will talk about that later, but I don't want this to be one of those, just that one quarter that we'll talk about in 6 years' time that we did and then we didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
This should be a game changer. This should be a spark for next week and for what we can become. I want to look back on this moment and be like, that was the day we became a serious team,
Oh, for sure. And, again, not to be cynical, but this has happened before in 2017 when we beat Richmond by,
that first
10
half.
goals. Everyone thought, oh, here we go. This is when we're going to start our premiership run. And obviously that did not happen. Last year we had a huge win against Carlton and that hasn't eventuated to anything this year. So I agree. We've got to make this mean something.
Yeah.
But it also it takes everyone, right? Like, the rising tide raises all ships. It takes everyone chipping in and doing little things, and I think everyone did something at some point. Like, obviously, first 3 quarters aside, in that last quarter it was a team effort. As much as Naz did kick the goal, yes, but Winhager and Marshall were pivotal to that moment as well. Like, Marshall's kick was phenomenal. Winhager got the message out. So without those two, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
So it takes everyone to chip in and to step up. Like, you can't always rely on one player or 2 players to have an awesome game the whole game, which would have been for mine, Hall and Nasiah. Like, I think they were consistent throughout the whole game.
Yeah.
But it can't always be that way. It's got to be everyone.
For sure. Yeah. And I know we already said his name, but I really just think Mason Wood was just so pivotal in that last quarter.
Oh, yeah.
He's been down lately, but geez, we wouldn't have won that game without him.
No.
He lifted.
Oh, for sure.
My God.
He says that.
I didn't notice him for the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
He's playing.
He said, the kick to Naz where he took the spec, he was a shit kick, but I'm like, you know what? You kick it toward your star players and
they
hope that they make something happen, and that's what happened. He just backed Naz in to do something and it paid off in the ultimate way.
It's a bit poetic, isn't it, that Mason Wood would kick it to Naz.
Sure. Absolutely.
He basically helped raise him into the AFL environment when he was drafted, lived with him. He's a big part of Naz's life, really, his AFL life and his growth. So to kick it to him is nuts.
Yeah. And the celebrations after, I never thought I'd see a Saints team jumping all on the one. Like, you see that happen, for other teams. I was like, that happened for our team. Everyone piling on Naz, and then he's getting the interviews and Hilly's walking past and saying, this is the best player in the comp right here. And Okay, is Naz the best player in the comp? Is that what we're saying?
I think
now,
it's a conversation.
It's a conversation, but it's just a label at the end of the day. I'm just if he does this for the rest of his career and it's at St Kilda, I couldn't care if he's the best, he's the second best.
For sure.
But he's the most informed player right now.
The fact, exactly. Who actually cares if he is or not? But the fact that people are raising that he's actually the best player in the comp, it's like, that's pretty awesome. When have you heard that about a Saints player? It's been 10 plus years.
Since Rewalt, probably.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure. Should we get into some Mosh Man of the Match? I have no idea who it is.
I mean, it's a shock. It's Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera's 14th out of 20 games or something like that. It's ridiculous, but
absurd.
He got the 10 coaches' votes as well. Hall got 6, so he got his credit. But Naz was the best. 34 disposals, 4 goals, a hanger, goal after the siren. The kick to Higgins with the 50 was Naz. And that passage, when they kicked a point early in the last quarter, Naz kicked it in, got the hands, kicked it again, got the hands again, and we're inside 50. Yeah. He went the whole length of the field on his own.
Just insane.
So, yeah, it's no surprise that it's Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera.
Do we want to highlight anyone else you guys haven't talked about yet?
I mean, I personally loved Hastie's last quarter.
Yeah, he's building really well.
He took a great specky.
Yeah, just contests really well. I think, you got to give him a bit of time to develop. He's still, 19?
Yeah.
So it's going to take a little bit of time, but he's developing nicely.
He's filling the void of Naz at half back.
Exactly.
So it's allowing...
He's playing that role.
Without Hastie, Naz is probably not in the forward 50 at that point. So there's... it's all working at the moment with Hastie.
And Brad Hill, I want to highlight, because I think he's not been amazing for the last couple of months, but that game was just so much better than anything he's produced this year. It wasn't just the goal. He had some really nice moments, and I saw him lay a tackle or two. And when that's happening, we're on. It's always good to see.
His kick to Sharman was... he was on the back foot and he nailed it on the wing. And then, of course, Sharman plays on, gets pinned holding the ball. But the kick to him was...
And he's going for those diving smothers where he's full stretch, falling on the ground. He just played with really good
That's the Brad
energy.
Hill we want. Yeah. And that's the Brad Hill we love. So flowers to him.
Yeah. And I thought Hugh Boxall coming on as the sub. Had a few blues here and there. I think turned it over when they kicked a goal. But just some really good highlight moments for him where it's like, okay, he's definitely going to be part of this midfield going forward if he continues along this trajectory. But yeah, anyone else, boys, before we go into...
I mean, just credit to the entire team. They made history yesterday. It's not something we ever thought we'd see. So everyone there, the coaches, the fans that stayed around, that cheered at the end, that's something we'll remember forever.
Absolutely. If you're dealing with hair loss, Mosh is here to help with clinically proven treatment starting at just $24 a month. You can regrow your hair 100% online, no clinics needed, plus you'll get discreet delivery and unlimited support. Use code SAINTSTV50 for $50 off your first treatment plan. Join over 60,000 Aussies already seeing results. Visit getmosh.com.au to get started. Let's get stuck into some junk mail.
Let's do it.
Jake is junk mail. Jake is junk mail. Jake is junk mail. Jake is junk mail.
I hope you're ready.
The inbox is clogged.
Yeah, we'll go through a couple of
who's it about?
Text messages. We've got a few actual messages, and then we'll go through the voicemails because there's a lot of happy reactions to the game.
Yeah.
This one is from LJT. He's asking, hey lads, if Naz stays, could he become the greatest Saint of all time?
Absolutely. I don't see why not.
I mean, to do that, what would he have to do to be the greatest Saint of all time? Win a Brownlow?
Win us premierships.
And win a flag?
Yeah.
That would be it?
Just continue what he's doing. Because I've never seen another player do that sort of thing before.
At 22 years old.
So, his football IQ is
not
through
in
the
their
roof.
prime, right?
So I don't think he needs to do anything different. Just continue on this trajectory.
Yeah.
And as long as the club does the right thing by him and builds around him nicely, hopefully the premierships, the Brownlows will come for him.
Yeah, it's funny that over the years, a lot of fans didn't want a messiah. They didn't want someone that we could look up to and build a team around. But legitimately, this guy is the guy.
Nasiah the Messiah.
He is him. As pretty much all of his teammates put on Instagram last night. All of them.
He is him. He is him.
Or Roe Marshall, Himothy. That was classic. This is from Braden. He said, hey boys, when do you think we will legitimately be pushing into top 8, even top 4? I think top 8 could be, I think next year could be a spike with the acquisitions.
I'm like, this year has been a bit of a reality check, and I'm like, I'm not as worried about coming top 8 next year or not, but I will say, like, I mean, I can see it. If we do the right things in the offseason, get Lee Kalir, get TDK, re-sign Naz, the hype going into next year will be huge. And I could certainly see it happening. But as long as we stay on the right track, whether we make finals next year or not isn't all that important. I just want to make sure we continue along that trajectory.
Yeah. I'm just assuming Naz signs for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, nah, we need to move quick.
Yeah.
We should be.
To retain.
Yeah, exactly.
It depends on acquisitions. If we don't acquire Lee Kalir and TDK, or one or the other, I think it's going to be another year of sitting outside or in and around the mark, just because of how good the top 8 lists are, and they are really, really, really good. But I'd say 27 onwards.
Yep.
But it's a good point. We want to be contending. If Naz signs for 2 years, you got to show him
100%.
that we're building here. Yeah.
Windy as well. There's plenty of players that will be on those deals. This is from Little Man Maine. How big was this for the culture and fan base? I'm in awe of the grit and effort to pull that off. Yeah, it's a big release for the fans.
Nourishment and reason to come and enjoy the footy. Like, it's so easy to say, oh, well, it's just Melbourne and it doesn't mean anything in grand scheme of the season, but it does actually mean something to everyone involved in and around this football club. And to think otherwise is just stupid.
Isn't it? It's a friendly reminder to all those people that said, no, let's lose these games for a compromised pick. No, I'll take that moment. I'll take yesterday, I think, than the pick. This is from J-Cab. Can we wear the candy stripes more often?
Yeah.
Last 2 times we've worn them. Carlton last round last year, and this 2 of the most epic wins we've ever had. So
it's just a better Guernsey. I just think it's a much better Guernsey anyway.
Just make it the away one.
Yeah.
This is Charlie Boy. He said Nasiah is better than Nick Dacos. That's a statement, not a question. Pies Nation wouldn't be happy about that.
Remains to be seen, but he sure could be.
The last 5 rounds, he's been the best player in the league for the whole season. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, let's move to some voicemails because we've got quite a few to get through.
Let's do it.
This is gonna be enjoyable.
Yeah, bit of rapid
I'm sure
firing.
there's no questions about Naz
or his contract.
It's just
or
question
TDK.
about Naz.
Yeah. Can I? Where's that stuck? This headset, you can't see this, Sanus, but it looks like a dog is...
Yeah, it's been chewed on.
Yeah. It's not easy being a podcast host. Look at this. All right. Let's go through Josh, number 1.
Hey guys, it's just Josh here from the UK. What a game that was. I got up at 6 a.m. to watch it. Spent 2 hours wondering why I'd gotten up. It was awful, considering not getting up again to the season. And then 4th quarter, Nasiah, give him 2 mil. Give him what we need. We need to keep him. What a game. So just wanted to share the love on that one from the UK. Cheers, bye.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Give him 2 mil, honestly. I can see him entering next year being the highest paid player in the comp.
You reckon?
I can see it happening.
If TDK is getting 1.7, Naz needs 2 mil.
Yeah.
And an office looking over RSCF Park and an infinity pool and whatever else he wants.
Anything else?
There's probably a few. I will volunteer whatever I have to offer to him. I'll iron his Guernsey.
All right, this is from Hugh.
Hey guys, just got home from the game. Still in shock, to be honest. That was super dire for the first 3 quarters, and then I still can't really believe what happened. That was unreal. Just wanted to shout out Hunter Clark for his last quarter, and really, really hope that he can string together some more performances like that over a whole game, over the rest of the season. Because if he plays footy like that, that's the type of footy that I guess we all expect from him, and it would be awesome to see him turn into the player that we all hope he will be. So shout out to Hunter. Cheers, lads.
For sure.
He had a massive last quarter.
Yeah.
Good shout.
I want to see him in that best 22 next year.
Yeah. This is Dom.
I don't care what we have to do. We have to give Naz the war chest. Who cares about TDK? He can go back to Carlton. We'll keep Rowan Marshall, but we have to keep Naz. If we do not keep Naz, what are we doing? That was unbelievable. Words cannot describe that win.
How many times has the Sainer said, I can't describe this? We can't. That's the beauty of it.
I've got an idea as well. How about we get both?
Yeah, that'd be nice. You say that in such a I don't even know what the word to describe it. You're just like so confident. You're just like, how about we just get both?
Why not?
Godfather money.
Let's make it happen.
Lenny.
Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera, my lord, this boy is going to win a premiership. If it's not for us, it'll be for someone else. God forbid we have to watch this kid win a flag for the Crows. It'll make 1997 seem like a bloody walk in the park. It's about time we abandon this approach for TDK. Ruckman don't win your premierships, this kid will. There's only so much money to throw around. Throw $2 million at Naz. I don't give a shit. We've got to keep this kid.
Yeah, fair. And I've said this before, but let's put TDK for aside a sec. Naz is the priority. Whatever's going on with TDK is second to whatever's happening with Naz. So we'll sort Naz out, and if that means we can't get TDK, which I don't think it will, they'll scrap the TDK stuff.
To be honest, I think that after yesterday and what Naz did, I think TDK is watching that game going, I'll take a pay cut. I'll go to the Saints anyway. I don't care.
That thought did enter my mind.
But also, imagine being the ruckman that taps it down and you just know he's going to clean it up and kick a goal or set something awesome up.
Yeah.
Imagine thinking that.
Mm.
This is from our boy Heath.
Hi Jake, how are you? Holy cow, that was a great win. Oh, I absolutely loved it. Oh, my question was like, how was your thoughts during the game, especially when we were coming back, because I didn't think we were going to win it. Anyway, go Saints.
My thoughts were, holy shit, what's happening? That's pretty much what was going through my head.
How much wine did you drink in that last quarter?
I didn't. I didn't drink a drop.
Oh, okay.
I thought of bringing a bottle on the show, but I just thought we'll have a nice sober night.
Yeah.
Maybe tonight with some parties or something.
Many beers were drunk post goal after the siren.
Yeah. This is Julia.
Hey boys. Knock knock. Who's it? Oh, who? Oh, we're the Saints. What a freaking amazing win. Oh my god. That was so good. Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera. How do you even sum up that guy? I don't even know how. But to win the game off his boot and to kick straight goal, what in the world? That was emotional.
It was. Mm-hmm. I got really emotional.
I am lost for words.
Yeah.
That was
There's another one.
We all are.
Special. Yeah, cheers, boys.
I was hoping Julia would just sing the whole song.
Yeah, I thought that's where that was going.
I'm so glad Knock Knock is back.
Yeah.
I've actually missed it. I've actually missed it.
I haven't done a knock knock for a few years, but after that I was going and whispering in people's ears, knock knock.
It'll never not be funny.
The Angels after the game, how dare they put that on straight after he kicks that goal? That's just asking for tears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
It was already emotional. Then you put that on, you're like, here we go.
What soundtrack was playing in your head when he kicked that goal, and was it the Titanic?
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is Randy.
You know, I think it was the Sydney loss that I sent in a clip of me crying, and I'm not crying anymore. Not crying anymore. Naz is the GOAT. Please stay with us. Please, 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 please. Please, please, please.
Randy's up and about.
Randy.
I agree, Randy.
Let's go to Kane. Kane Corns is called in.
Not again.
G'day, Saints TV. This is Kane Corns calling. Just want to say that the Saints have no talent. Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera is a flog with no talent. Jack Steele can't tackle. Max Hall can't get clearances. Cal Wilkie is overrated. And everything about St Kilda is shit. Oh no, I just pooed my pants.
That sounded more like Robbo.
Yeah, I was going to say
way more like
more
Robbo.
slubbo than
The
Kane.
takes definitely sounded like
Is
Kane,
that the?
though.
What does he say? Is that the moon?
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Is that the moon?
I forgot about that. Kane actually sang our prizes this morning, if any of you listened to
he
SEN,
did,
so
of
he
course.
was highly complimentary of us.
I've obviously got the Google alert set to Kane. So. All right, let's go through a few more. This is from Kyle.
Hey guys, love the podcast. Just got a question about our midfield going forward. Probably in the start of next year, you'd hope our midfield's going to be Naz, Garcia, TDK in the ruck, and probably Jack Steele. Just leads me to the question, is Jack McRae surplus goods now? On the weekend, he played all right, but him and Steele can't be in the same midfield. It's probably just that too slow. And there's a few players who have probably overtaken him. So all good. Go Saints.
Honestly, I would keep him in there. I say this because in Ross's press conference yesterday, he talked about senior on-field leadership and how crucial that is, especially in moments like that, because you can't get messages out. You know, the runner is doesn't have the same impact as they used to have. And McRae, we saw what happened to him at the Dogs when they changed his role. I mean, his form got worse and he ended up getting traded. So I'd keep him in there. I still think he's a really solid player for us. I'd be moving Steele out of the midfield into a forward role or something like that. But even just McRae, he's a good player at the club. You don't want to, have a ridiculous amount of 30-plus-year-olds there, but we've clearly handpicked a couple, like Hill, Wood, McRae, Steele, Sinclair, Wilkie, etc. And I think we stick with those. So it's a good question to raise, though, because that midfield is going to get pretty crowded next year. What do you guys think, though?
Oh, I agree with you. I think he's not. You didn't get him to play one season and that was it. He's there to, help with the handover to the young kids coming through. You can't go too young in the guts because we've done it a few times and we've been belted. So there's that balance. But less of McRae, Steele at the same bounce and just rotate each of them at different points. That's what I would do.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is Chad.
Chad again. That game was bonkers yesterday, and I thought, what better way to describe the feelings and emotions around that than a little poem.
There we go.
And no, I'm not from Norway. The largest margin there has been, the greatest comeback we have ever seen. To feel the emotion and sticking it to the critical flogs, a feeling unfelt since the prelim against the Dogs. We now have the best player in the competition. Hopefully Sunday's game provides a clearer vision. If last week his offer was 1.4, Naz surely now has claim to much, much more. We have a ruckman. That is a very good thing. There is no need for Tom de Koning. Compliment our list and back up the truck. For all that is said about our club, I just don't give a... Thanks, boys.
That's great.
That was fantastic.
I want to make one quick point because, yes, we're talking about all the good, but I'm just going to put a little bit there. The first 3 quarters, that's why we need TDK. Gawn was absolutely dominant and the reason why they were up by that much.
I mean, it wasn't just him. But Melbourne were excellent for 3 quarters.
But he was the source. He created that dominance in the guts. So that's the reason.
And Marshall has showed over and over again he can play very well from other positions.
Correct.
So whether we keep him or not, we'll handle that either way.
Yeah. A few more to go. This is Tom.
If you described those 3 quarters to someone who wasn't there, you would have left at 3/4 time. There's no question. The fact that we, as Sainers, as lifelong Saint supporters, broke that record of a deficit, 3rd quarter deficit, to come back in such spectacular fashion was nothing short of remarkable. And I think it's lit up a kernel of truth in the Saints. I mean, we make fun of ourselves. Let's have a flag at least once before I die. I saw the merchandise around the ground. But I think there is a resurgence of faith that I haven't seen since 97 and haven't seen since 2009 to 2010, even though we're sitting at 14th. I think this bodes well for the future. Can't you mighty Sainers?
I agree.
Agreed.
There is a feeling. And lucky last, It is Tim in Norway. Couldn't go without Timmy boy.
This will be good.
G'day, boys. It's Tim in Norway here. I've sent a few things in, so Jake can choose which one to play.
I chose this one, mate.
On a serious note, I wanted to say, to point out the thing that I enjoyed the most about the game, and I did actually get emotional at the end of the match, and I realised it's because I'm so happy for those boys to experience that win, because we're all invested in this club and the well-being of these kids who lose every week, and they were so happy to experience that, and that's what did it for me. I love the boys, I love my club, and they got to have an historic moment, and I'm so pleased for them. Bye-bye.
That was really sweet.
Oh,
yeah.
I honestly
really
got goosebumps just then. I was like, I completely
Tim
agree.
gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so right, though.
And you
Like-
said it, the nourishment. You need to get reward for effort.
Yeah.
It's been 6 weeks without a win.
Yeah.
That's the way you end that that drought.
The vision of, all the boys piling on Naz, I mean, that's just my favourite. I've already set it to my phone wallpaper. I can't even lie.
Even our MC ran onto the ground.
How good's that? Ollie Gill.
Yeah.
That's unreal. It's unreal. What just... I don't even... I can't just jump to a preview for the North game.
I know. I don't want to move past this
basically.
game yet.
It's a week away, man. I'm arguing with you as if you want to talk about North, but
I just don't care about North. I don't care about North. Let us ride this out for a bit longer.
do you reckon we can get an outside view of the game?
Yeah.
You reckon that'd be cool? How do we do this?
I reckon.
We've got
the easiest way is I can just sub out.
Yeah,
and then
just
he
get him
can
in a
sit
couple. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Sammy, we'll be back in 2
This is
minutes.
a Saints TV podcast first. No, we're doing this live. We're doing this live.
My movement's for
We're not having producer edit this out. Ari, would you like to introduce?
I would. So this is my buddy Mike. He's just flown in from just move the mic towards your face. Sure. He's just flown in from Chicago on Friday, come down to visit. We actually did a podcast together 5 years ago, so this is a full circle moment, him coming into the studio today. But I've taken him to his first AFL game. And like I said, at 3/4 time again, sorry, the atmosphere's pretty dead, we'll take you to a better game next week. And then that third quarter happened and you got to witness greatness. Mike, welcome to Saints TV.
Welcome.
And tell us about your experience.
Yeah, well, this is obviously my first AFL game that I got to attend and watch, and it was just so surreal, and it felt like a religious experience because at the beginning of it, I got to be on the grounds and hold up the banner.
That's true, yeah. And shout out to Jake and everyone in the cheer squad for sorting that out.
That was awesome. I got to see all the players that, Ari, whenever he comes to Chicago, he'll wake me up at 5 in the morning to watch a Saints game, and every time we've watched them, they've won. So it was just insane to see all the players and everything because deep down I'm a St. Kilda fan, so it was like a religious experience just being there and seeing a win. And I told him, I was like, I feel like they're gonna win today, and it just wasn't going our way. And then eventually third quarter comes, and then it was like, listen, I've seen football games in America, basketball games, baseball games, and this was literally the best sport event that I got to witness.
I don't think...
What a pump up.
Yeah, that's a good advertisement for Saints footy on a Sunday.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. Man. Mike, anything else to add? I mean, the banner, the whole experience. And, all right, tell us your thoughts on Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera. You've watched a few games of football. Just put into words the experience of watching greatness.
If... I was getting so many times I was getting goosebumps where I thought I had the shingles. That's how it was. Yeah, all those moments, it was exhilarating.
Yeah, for sure.
That encapsulates everything we were feeling yesterday.
Absolutely.
I think, perfectly.
Well, Mike.
Yeah.
Beautiful cameo. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much,
Thanks for tuning in.
And Naz, we love you.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's doing a better job than I am. So you can just sit there for the whole thing if you want.
And Sammy is back.
Oh, God, I'm sitting under the sun.
Boys, I don't want to move on, but there is a game to preview.
Yeah. We don't have to... Do we have to go through it much?
Oh, God. Okay.
No disrespect to North. They're coming off flogging. But it's such a St Kilda thing that we're playing a team that just come off their biggest loss of the season. They're under the microscope. They're going to get Larkey and Wardlaw back, I hear.
They have no Sherry, though.
No, they don't.
Which
is it Sherry or is it Cherry?
You know what? I actually don't care enough. I just don't.
Tristan.
I don't think they can win anything without him on that ground. I genuinely believe that.
Yeah, I did a preview today, and chatting to a North supporter, and he mentioned Cherry was out, or Sherry, Tristan.
Helmet.
And yeah, that definitely made me a little bit more confident because he's an absolute weapon of a ruckman. And after what Gawn did in the first 3 quarters, I was a bit worried, but. Yeah, good to see he's still suspended.
I mean, that Geelong game, I watched the whole thing. I don't know why. It's like watching a train crash, right? Where you just
wanted
can't
to see,
take it. And you wanted to see Cameron
kick
20
goals. Yeah, that's pretty much it's sick.
He beat North by 3 goals single-handedly, so I think that tells you what you need to know. No disrespect to North. I think they've got some really good individual players. I just think they're a team that can't play well for more than 7 minutes in a game. And
don't set this up.
We're going to lose now, aren't we?
Honestly, if we
lose to North,
if we did, I wouldn't even care.
After
After this,
that's a lie. I was assuming.
I'll just go home and watch the replay of this game.
How many times have we watched? Now that's the North preview.
Okay,
how many times did we watch the last quarter last time?
I went home with my family straight away. We watched the last moment like 3-4 times in a row, and then we just put the last quarter on repeat like 2-3 times.
Yeah, I have not watched the first 3 quarters.
No, and I never will, and I don't have to. I'm just gonna.
It never happened.
Going through all the stories on Instagram, I was just like, everything. It's like St Kilda, Europe, St Kilda, Europe.
There was nothing irrelevant about us last night.
Everyone was posting about it. Even
about
neutral
us.
fans are like, "Oh my god, crazy!"
I've never got so many DMs, texts in my life. Not even on my birthday. Nothing. It was everyone's like, "Oh my god, the Saints! What just happened?"
Yeah. People who haven't spoken to me for years.
checking the Insta stories and seeing Angus Hasty likes this. Marcus Weenager's viewed my review
awesome.
story. I'm
that's
like,
awesome.
They're just having a sus, enjoying the fan reaction.
Yeah. Oh, boys, I don't want this podcast to end. I just want to sit here and just talk about the game for the next 3 hours.
Yeah, we could. Like, we genuinely... Have they announced Naz yet? I'm checking.
I mean, I have genuinely been checking my phone today to look if that was something that was going to happen, because I mean, maybe the contract talks aren't complete, but there just could not be
Wednesday?
a better moment.
Hump day? That seems like a good day.
Maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
It's midweek, you feel a little bit crappy.
Because I guess you could announce it today, but you still want to soak in that win.
Ride
you still want to enjoy the actual game and the moments.
Surely Naz's manager and Sauce are meeting going, we can't not announce it this week. It could not be a better week to announce a contract in the history of the AFL. This has been talked about for the last 4 months. Just non-stop, every podcast we've talked about it. He's just won the game for us off his own boot. He's taken a specky.
Yeah.
Announced the damn thing.
But there's also the chance he hasn't made a decision yet.
Yeah.
Like, that's still a viable option.
Yeah,
I know it's annoying to think about, but it is a viable option.
If he signed last week and he's just pulled out one of the greatest all-time last quarters to win a game for his team, you're reassessing again.
They're renegotiating.
You're looking at the number
and
going,
you can't blame him for doing that.
Surely we get like a mega post where it's like 7 odd players or something have renewed their contract or whatever. Surely it's something like that.
Like, the announcement needs to be like they do with the EPL teams in the UK or something. They need to go full budget, get Steven Spielberg in-house or something like that, film a 2-hour documentary, and at the end of that doco, he signs.
Feed the fans. Feed the fans.
Do a 6-part, 2-hour episode series on the game last night.
I mean, they gave us...
Imagine if he had done it on the field. Now we're going to silly
that
territory.
Would be great. They gave us a video of Ollie Giles signing a contract, so surely we get some Naz content, I mean, for God's sake.
It's too many things to talk about.
I mean, we'd love to see it. We really would.
I will watch the last quarter again.
Oh, yeah. I think I'll watch it. I'll watch it every day this week.
Yeah.
We should. So anyway, how much are we going to beat North by? Assuming we beat North.
On the pod today, I said I'd be happy with a 5 or 6 goal win. I'm just expecting them to bounce back. All seriousness, they were embarrassed, and we've been in that position where you need to. You just need to. You have no choice but to show something. But I want us to be ruthless enough to cope with that and then kick away. Because that last quarter yesterday, like I said, I don't want that to be a flash in the pan. I want to see that.
I mean, if we play like that, we'll beat them by 100.
Yeah, but that's what I'd love to see.
That's not being arrogant or anything. Like, genuinely, it will happen.
Yeah.
I just want that to be that moment that clicks.
Yeah.
Where we realise we can actually smash teams.
Yeah. boys, anything else to
He doesn't even
touch
want to
on
talk about North.
at the end? I don't. I want
He
to
just
keep
needs to go home.
reminiscing in that line.
I'm still sort of like, was that real? Did that happen?
Yeah.
I'm waking up this morning, it was like pure ecstasy. It's like waking up on a cloud.
I think the Saints own quite a few like records now.
Yeah.
I think that. Do you follow the Twitter account St Kilda Stat Factory? I think that's what they call it.
Including longest premiership drought, or is that Sydney still? It's like we break all
You're
the
not
records
supposed
bar
to say
that one.
stuff like that. But it's a great page. Saints' largest quarter deficit overhauled since round 9 2015 versus Brisbane. The Saints' largest halftime deficit overhauled since round 23 2024. The Saints' largest three-quarter time deficit overhauled ever. Our final term is the highest scoring last term since round 13 2004 versus Hawthorn when they kicked 9 goals 3.
I want to say as well.
Yep.
I know it was for me, but you guys are a little older than me. That was the first time I've ever seen St Kilda win with a goal after the siren. Is it the same for you guys?
I think so.
I don't remember. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah. So after the siren, as in we kicked it to win it, yes.
Yeah.
But there was a game against Richmond, I think 08. Might have been 08 or maybe even 2011 beyond. It was Jack Rewald. It was like one of his first games. He had a shot outside 50 after the
And
siren
missed.
to win it, and he missed.
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
won.
I vaguely remember
Stephen
that.
Milne, I think, kicked
Yeah.
6 or 7 that day.
Yeah.
But it only happens like twice a season, if that.
Nick Rewald had a shot against Essendon in 09. They ended our drought when we won. We were going for 20 wins in a row, and he had a shot after the siren, and he missed. And we lost. So yeah, all right. Yeah. Take what you can get, mate. Take what you can get.
I'm pretty sure the last time it happened to us was in the 90s at the G against the Hawks. I need to do some more research, but I'm pretty sure. So it's been a while. That's going to be for so many Saints fans
Yeah,
the
so
first time
it's-
they've ever seen that. So truly, truly a special experience for
Yeah, it's something that-
everyone involved.
Yeah.
And send a welfare check out to your Melbourne mates because they are going through it at the moment, I'll tell you. And I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying every minute.
No, you're right. I mean, that's right. I know I've already said it, but it does feel like something that we would be on the receiving
It's
end.
nice to not be on the receiving end.
Yeah.
Not that I want to watch other people suffer, but I'm just glad it's not me for once.
It's a fair call. When we cop a lot as Saints fans. We cop a lot as a club. Our history, everything. Even when something good happens, there's always a joke on the end of a compliment or in a backhanded compliment, that sort of shit. So, you know, we're not getting that this week because every club out there, even the top teams, you got to respect a team that
you
doesn't
envy
give up, that
being
fights.
in a part of a game like that.
100%.
For
So
sure.
rock up next week, Saints. North, 1:15. There's no excuse. Go there. You want to watch a gun? Go watch Nasiah Wanganeen-Milera play football.
Yeah.
There's no one hotter in the competition right now.
No.
And he's our boy. So let's get to the ground, cheer him on,
And
smash North.
Naz, if you sign this week, I will go to Moorabbin with every St Kilda jersey I have and put number 7 on it.
Well, there was
So someone put their house up and said, "Oh, they'll offer it to his family and sleep on the
100%.
I've
got a spare room. I don't
I've got a
mind.
spare room. Come down. You've got it. Your name's
If
on
every
it.
Saints member puts in $33, we can pay salary.
I don't have a spare room, but I'll sleep on the couch.
There was this junk mail. I didn't ask because I thought it'd be interesting, but it was like, how far would you go to get him to resign? I was like, I think
my
we'll
brother-
donate some money.
My brother said his
Donate some
kidney
money.
yesterday. So
Donate his kidney?
Well, that's fair. You only need one, don't you?
Yeah, you can survive with one.
Yeah.
But we can't survive without Naz, so.
Exactly. Exactly right.
What would you rather, Naz for 10 years, one kidney?
Nah, yeah. Kidding.
All right, fellas.
Wrap it up, Ari.
I think that'll do it.
We couldn't possibly do that win justice. You just can't.
Yeah, no. I hope we did the best we possibly could
Absolutely.
and people enjoyed nonetheless.
But
'cause-
actually, put in the comments though, after you watch this video, where you were watching that game, your emotions going through it. We want to relive that again.
Yeah, it's just
through
been
you guys.
awesome hearing.
I don't
everyone's
think you want to
experience.
stop talking about it. I don't think I'm getting out of here for a few hours at this rate.
we'll,
You just keep going.
We're done.
Drag
We're
it on.
Bring on North. Bring on North.
Absolutely. All right. Go, you mighty Sainers. Talk next week, guys.
See you next week, guys. Go Saints.
Go Saints.